Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I've got for you this absolutely beautiful Nissan Juke, and as always I'm going to do a quick walk around just so you can see the condition of the car, and then we're going to jump inside and I'm going to show you all the interior features and gizmos and gadgets and everything that this car comes with, because it is absolutely fully loaded with tech. But before we get in there, let me just give you some specs about the car. So like I said, this is a Nissan Juke Tekna DCI. It is obviously an SUV, finished in this absolutely gorgeous blue. It's got a 1.5-liter diesel engine, and it puts out 109 brake horsepower. It was first registered on the 3rd of November 2015. It is ULEZ compliant as well, so if you are in any of the ULEZ affected zones like Birmingham, Bristol, London, you are free to use this car. There's no ULEZ fee or anything like that. The car has a valid MOT until the 2nd of November 2025. The annual road tax is only £20, which is absolutely fantastic. And it's got a CO2 output of 104 grams per kilometer. In terms of insurance, it is in the 15A insurance group, which is very, very low on the insurance bracket. And in terms of fuel economy, this is where this car absolutely shines. You can get 61 miles per gallon around town, 76 miles per gallon on a motorway run, with a combined fuel economy of 70 miles per gallon, which is absolutely phenomenal. It's got a top speed of 109 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 time of 11 seconds. Okay, so it's not the fastest thing out there, but then again, it's not really shaped like a race car, is it? It's an SUV, so yeah. The last MOT passed without any advisories. It only has one previous owner, so 2 owners in total, and it's got a fantastic service history, or pretty much a full service history, and the car has just been serviced as well. So I got all those details out of the way. Let me just quickly show you the car. Now, as always, I will try and point out if it has any dents or scratches or anything. I haven't seen any, but then again, I might be mistaken. So if I do see anything, I will definitely point them out to you. The alloys, well, the alloys are a bit scuffed here and there. As you can see, they're not in perfect condition. However, the way the alloys look, it doesn't necessarily mean that they've been hit against the curbs or anything. It's basically when you go to one of those hand car washes and they put those chemicals on your car, one thing that they always put on the wheels is acid. So they put really strong acid on the wheels to clean all the brake dust and like rust and everything like that. So that actually corrodes the alloys, which is quite bad. So if you ever go to a hand car wash, just ask them not to put the acid on the wheels, because you're just hurting your car, to be honest. Tires, plenty of tread on them, as you can see. I'm just trying to see if I can see any major dents or anything. I can't see anything. Now, you see those little spots down there? You can probably, you'll not probably, but you will definitely see them all around the car. So the car has just been valeted. I've just had it polished and everything. And then I had rain for about 15 seconds. And that was enough to get the car looking like that. See all those little spots? Now these, they clean off. I'm just trying to point these out just so you don't think that. So it's literally just water that's been dripping. Like, look here, see? This all disappears if you give it a wash, basically. But yeah, the car has just been valeted. Like I said, it's just been cleaned. So everything you see here is literally just water. There's nothing else, right? Shout out to my watch. If you've watched any of my other videos, I mean, I think I've got nearly 300 videos on this channel, and I don't think I have a single video without a watch on. You can probably tell by the way I'm tanned that a watch never, never, well, I never go a day without having a watch on my wrist. So, I was in a bit of a rush this morning and I haven't got a watch on, and it just doesn't feel right. I always like to have, but it just looks weird. Anyway, let's just get back to the car. Right. One thing I did want to point out with this one is that you've got the 360-degree camera, which is absolutely fantastic when you try to park this thing. So you got a camera in the bonnet right there, just under the Nissan logo. Then you've got one under each wing mirror. You can probably see that little circle just there. You've got one on the other side. So you've got cameras on the wing mirrors, plus you've got another camera in the back. So that gives you a 360-degree camera around the car. So it's perfect when you park it. Now, this button here, you can use this to lock the car. So the car is keyless entry and keyless go as well, which is absolutely fantastic. So you don't actually have to have the key out of your pocket, like ever. You just come close to the car, you press this button, it unlocks the car, and then you can just open it just like that. And same thing, you jump in the car, put your foot on the clutch, press the start button, and away you go. So really cool. Let's just start with the doors and then work our way inside the cabin. So really nice soft touch materials on pretty much all the places that you touch. You've got electric windows, front and rear. This is a button to lock and unlock the doors, which again, I've always said this, but I think it's perfect to have it on the passenger door as well as on the driver door, not just on the driver's door. Because let's say you're the driver, you nip out to go and get something from the shop, and obviously the car is unlocked. Your passenger might not feel 100% safe where they are, so they could just press the button to lock the car until you get back. So I think it's a really, really cool addition. The seats are in beautiful, beautiful, beautiful condition. Obviously, you get full leather seats as well, and they are heated seats on the front as well. Glove box, nice and big. You've got your owner's manual in there and your locking wheel nut over here, but it's nice and deep, so plenty of space to store things in the glove box. And moving over to the rear, again, I'm just trying to see if I can see all these little, it's got like little spots, but they are literally just as it rained. Once the car is like jet washed or something, it will go away. But does have a few little, I don't know if you can see it, does have a few little hairline scratches, but I mean, once you take a couple of steps back, you just can't see them anymore. Now, this is a psychological thing. Now, because I've already showed you those scratches, now your eyes will stay on those lines no matter what I do. If I do this, if I come back, you're gonna look straight at those lines, so you know they're there, but you probably missed them the first time I went around the car, and that's because you didn't know they were there. They are so small that you just don't pick them up, but once I made you aware of them, that's where you're looking constantly. So there are a few little hairline scratches here and there, but nothing major and nothing I wouldn't expect from a car of this age and mileage, to be honest. So right, let's have a quick look inside. Again, really nice soft touch materials. Actually, no, in the back it's more of a hard plastic on here. So yeah, not that soft in the back, but still not horrible either. Like I said, you do get electric windows in the rear as well. The seats are in fantastic condition. Again, even the rear seats, full leather interior, both front and rear. You do get ISOFIX points, so you do get 2 ISOFIX points on one on each seat, on the outer seat. So obviously that one and this one. You get these back pockets in the back of the front seat, so you can store different items. Actually, you only get one on the passenger side. Why, Nissan? Why couldn't you fit another one over there? Anyway, you get one back pocket in the back of the passenger seat, nothing on the back of the driver's seat. And if you're thinking that there's not enough leg room, well, in this configuration, yes, you're right, there's probably not enough leg room. But have a look at how far the seats are compared to the B pillars. So they are pushed all the way back to the max. You don't need that much room in the front there. You can easily push the seats. I mean, look how far they are. That's the B pillar here. So they're pushed all the way back. So you can move the seats forward, and there will be plenty of leg room in the back as well. Right, let me show you quickly this wheel. See, it's exactly the same. It gets that rash all around, and that's because of those chemicals that they use in car washes. Just tell them not to use them. It helps your car in the long run, trust me. So you've got your exhaust tip, which is nice and clean. It doesn't smoke at all. You obviously have the Juke riding over there. You got a big Nissan logo and the Pure Drive system over to the right. To open the boot, there is a button just underneath the Nissan logo. Press on that, and you've got your rear camera here as well. That is probably the weirdest parcel shelf I've ever seen on a car. I mean, that is how it is, but it's just a weird design, because usually parcel shelf goes here, right? But I don't know. I mean, the boot closes. It doesn't affect it in any way when you close the boot or when you open it, but yeah, it's just weird. Anyway, decent sized boot, not massive, but then again, it's not a massive car. I mean, it is classed as a small SUV, like a little crossover, but not a massive amount of boot room in here. However, this does lift up like that, and then you got some more storage in here. Now, that bit there, I have no idea. I don't know if it's paint or I mean, I'm probably inclining more towards paint than anything, but nobody was able to clean that off, which is a bit of a shame. But I mean, this, you can actually get this fake floor. I think it's on eBay or something. And underneath here, you've got your tire inflating kit. So you don't get a spare tire with this one, which again is a bit of a shame, but none of these new cars come with spare tires anymore. That is probably the most annoying thing. Don't remember having ever a car with a stain like that, but it's just not coming off. It's hardened on there. It just doesn't matter what you use, it's just not coming off. So don't be scared to put something in there, because it's not going to rub off onto anything that you own. So yeah, but you do have a decent sized boot. The seats fold down, so you've got just this little latch there where you can push the seat down. And I mean, look how far back the seat is. The front seat is. The back seat doesn't even go all the way down. But let's just try this. Just gonna move the seat forward a bit. I already heard it falling down. Yeah, there we go. So the seats lie completely flat, and obviously that one goes down as well. So if you do need to carry larger items, if you fold the seats down, you've got plenty of space to load larger items in there as well. Right. Again, these things are from when the car was washed, so they come off. It's literally just dust. Honestly, that rain, it felt like it wasn't water. It was more like dust that was falling on it. Push the seat up. Let me just get the seat belt out, because I don't want to catch the seat belt. There we go. So I'm just quickly showing you this side as well, just so you can see that the seats are in very good condition. And let's have a quick look at the, actually, let me just, over here you've got two little latches. So the left one is to open the bonnet, and that one is to open the fuel cap. The fuel cap is on the driver's side. You can open that, and then you can put fuel in there, and it's got a sticker there to remind you that it is diesel. Please don't put petrol in it. And let's have a quick look over at the engine bay. There you go. Nothing too exciting happening here. It's the ultra reliable 1.5 Renault engine. Obviously it says Nissan on it, but if I struggle a little bit, I can probably find the Renault Diamond somewhere, because it is a Renault. It's a Renault engine basically, but I can't see anything. I'm trying to see. No, can't see anything at the moment, but I can guarantee you that there is a Renault Diamond in here somewhere, because obviously Renault and Nissan are pretty much one and the same. But the 1.5 diesel, this one is one of the best engines that Renault has ever made. I mean, there's a reason why Nissan is using it. There's a reason why Mercedes is using it. Yeah, if you can believe that. Mercedes is buying Renault engines in the little A class, and I think there's a couple more. I think there's the B class as well, and I don't think the C class, but definitely the A and the B class. But yeah, they are really, really good engines, fantastic engines. So yeah, it's not a shame to buy something from a competitor if it's better than what you can produce. So why not? Right, let's jump in and let me show you. Actually, let's start with the door. So you've got controls for all four windows over here. That's to lock and unlock the doors, and that's to lock the rear windows to stop them from being open. And now, if I was to drive, I wouldn't need the seat. Probably just see me pushing the seat all the way back. Now, I do that because I obviously have the camera here that I'm trying to film as well, so I need as much space as possible. But if I was to drive it, I wouldn't drive it with the seat all the way back, because I just can't. But anyway, let me just quickly show you all the buttons, because this car is absolutely fully loaded with everything. So at the top here, that's where you adjust your mirrors. You've got auto closing mirrors as well. And then over here, this is to adjust the position of the headlamps. That is your start-stop system that you can turn off. This is your tire pressure monitoring system. This is your blind spot monitoring system, and this is your traction control. Blind spot monitoring system is over here. You see that little that is an LED light in there, and there's another one on the other side as well over there. So what that does is basically, well, while you're driving, if you have a car coming from your left or from your right, and it is in your blind spot, there is a little light there that's going to light up, and that will just give you a warning that there is a car in your blind spot, so you shouldn't change lanes. It's a really, really good safety feature. I absolutely love it. It just adds another layer of safety on top of what this car already has, like in terms of like airbags and all that. Cool. Multifunction steering wheel. I do love the fact that it's nice and chunky, and it is leather wrapped as well. So unlike all those other rubbery, plasticky ones that just rub off on your hands, this feels really solid. It feels like it's going to last a long time, because obviously being leather wrapped, it's not going to wear off. Over on the left side here, this is your radio control. So you've got your volume up and down. That's to answer and to reject the phone call. The I is for the little screen in the dash there, which I'll show you in a second as soon as I turn the car on. Source is to change from different source, like audio sources. So you got radio, auxiliary port, Bluetooth, USB, so you can change between all those. And this is to change different radio stations. Very simple. Over onto the right side, you've got your cruise control and speed limiter. Obviously, cruise control, you turn that on, you press this down to set, and then the car will keep that speed constantly until you either press the cancel button or you press the brake. That's it. It's perfect when you go on the motorways because you don't need to keep accelerating and um, taking your foot off the accelerator, keep pressing it and go so on. So you set the cruise control and the car just does 70 miles an hour on its own. Behind the steering wheel, you've got your indicator stalk. So that is, you do have auto lights as well. So you can leave that on auto and the car will turn the lights on and off as and when it needs to. So you don't need to tell it when to turn the lights on and off. And then over there, you've got your wipers and you do have auto wipers as well. So again, same thing. If it starts raining, the wipers will start cleaning the windscreen so you don't have to. Let's start the car up. So, like I said, the key is somewhere in my pocket. I don't need to take it out at all. I'm just going to take it out just to show you. So the key doesn't need to plug in into anything. That's your standard Nissan key. I'm just going to leave it in the cup holder there for now. So to get in the car, you press that little button that's on the door handle on the outside. You get in the car, and then once you're in, you press the clutch, and then you've got your start button. You press that, and then the car will start straight away. You see those lights come on? So that light that came on there, that is your blind spot monitoring system, basically. Now, just turn off the climate control. Oil, good. So like I said, the car's just been serviced as well. And it's a very, very easy to read dashboard. You've got your rev counter over on the left, speedometer over on the right. You've got your water temperature over there, and then you've got your fuel gauge over to the right as well. Odometer is at the top. It's got 125,160 miles, 59.3 mpg. It was probably driven mostly around town, and 21 degrees outside at the moment. If I press this I, you see how it changes to different options. That's trip B, trip A, instant MPG, fuel remaining up to 100 miles, 59.3. I usually leave it on that screen. That shows me how much range I've got left with the fuel I've got, because let's be honest, what do 4 lines mean? 5 miles a line, 10 miles a line? I don't understand. So that way, and I've got 100 miles, so it's much easier to understand. The dashboard has got quite a funky layout, because if you look, it's got a hole behind the dash there. That is leather wrapped as well. That feels really nice. But I just don't understand the point of that hole there. It could be just me, but I don't understand the point of it. But again, it's nice that it's leather wrapped and it just gives it more premium feel. If you look down there, see those little green cars? So that is your blind spot monitoring system saying that it's active. So you see you've got a car over to the left with those little wavy lines going to the car that's behind it. So that's basically saying that it's reading that there is a car behind you, so it will warn you. Right, moving over to the center, you've got your hazard lights at the top there, and then over here you've got your radio and infotainment system. So the radio works absolutely fine. Obviously, I can't leave the music on because YouTube is going to strike my video. But that is your radio. So you've got FM, AM, and DAB radio as well. CD, auxiliary, camera. Now, camera, if I press that, you got all 4 cameras coming up. So you got your front camera, side left, side right, rear, and this is the rear as well. Now look at the right one as I move the door. So right now I've opened the door all the way to the max, and the camera that's in the wing mirror is actually seeing the front wheel as well. So obviously, once you have your door closed, you would not see that, and then it will be much easier when you park it. I'll show you when I park the car how nice and cool it looks, because you've got so much room I'm not so much room, but you've got such a fantastic spatial awareness that you know exactly where you are. You shouldn't be able to hit a curb with these things because they are fantastic. Now, if I press the camera button once again, it's only going to show me the left camera that's in that mirror there and the rear camera. So that again would help you not to hit the curb while you park, which again is a really, really nice feature. You also have sat nav. However, I am missing the SD card. So if I was to press map, it just says no SD card inserted. Please use Nissan SD card only. Is that it? Only two? Usually I've got three. Right. Okay. Um, sorry about that. My hay fever is kicking in, and yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. Now, I was saying about the SD card. I have a strong feeling that I do actually have the SD card. I've got a very, very strong feeling that I have it, but I'm not 100% sure. If I don't have it, I'll probably just order one because they're not that expensive. You can find them on eBay; they're quite cheap. But that is for your sat nav, basically. Right, let's go back to radio. Over here, you've got your climate control. I showed this on the last Juke that I filmed, which is that white one there next to my Mercedes. It's the video is on the channel already. So this is probably one of my favorite bits in the Juke, right? I think it's a perfect implementation of two different systems into one. It's fantastic. I wish more manufacturers could learn from Nissan from what they did in here and do it in their cars as well. So if you haven't seen one, if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me just quickly explain. So this is your climate setting, right? So you've got your fan here. You can increase and decrease the speed of the fan. You've got AC. This is where you want the air to come out from. You've got rear window defrost. That's if you want a normal air or a recirculated one. Front window defrost, window and down at your feet, off, AC, and this is to select the temperature, okay? Pretty self-explanatory up until now. Very simple. But you see it's got this button here, climate, and next to it there's D mode, okay? So D mode is short for drive mode. So you can select a different drive mode through the same layout. Now, how would you do that? Because obviously these buttons clearly say that they are being used for the climate control. Well, not necessarily. So let me just turn that off. So have a look at these buttons and what they show, and look at what happens when I press this D mode, right? Check this out. How cool is that? So everything that was here, so AC off and air coming down at your feet and at the windscreen. I press D mode, straight away changes to normal, sport, and eco driving modes. Fantastic. And then same again here. You got three modes to select where you want the air to come out from. You press drive mode, and you got setup, drive info, and eco info. That is so cool. That is so cool. It's just, you've got two completely separate things that you can do through the same setup, and it's not a touch screen. These are physical buttons that you press. It's not gimmicky. It's literally just like, for me, this is a little bit close to witchcraft and wizardry. I don't know how they've managed to do this. I don't care how they managed to do it. I love the fact that they've managed to do it, but it's just perfect. In my opinion, this is a perfect implementation of one unit doing two separate things at different times, which I think is perfect. Anyway, let's go back to climate. Down there, you've got a little bit of storage. You've got an aux port, a USB port, and you've got a 12-volt socket in there as well. And over here, you've got your 6-speed manual gearbox, which goes through all the gears absolutely fine. And then reverse, lift, left, and up. Then as soon as you get in reverse, your camera kicks in as well. Simple. Good old manual handbrake. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm a big fan of manual handbrakes because they very rarely go wrong, and when they do go wrong, they are very cheap to fix. You've got 2 cup holders in there. You got a aftermarket uh, armrest. As you can see, it's not particularly tight. It's quite flimsy, but you can hold your hand on this, and it just stays on. You can lift it up all the way, and then down here you see you've got the 2 buttons for the heated seats for the driver and the passenger, and you've got 2 modes. You've got high and low as well, and obviously the same for the driver. Now, to lower this, you have to press this button here, and then it comes down. But you can see it goes all the way down, and you can actually stop it at different points where you want your hand to rest. So that for me would be perfect. I know it's an aftermarket thing, but it goes really well. It's leather wrapped as well. It looks like it's the genuine thing, but it's not. Trust me, it is a aftermarket thing. Rear view mirror over there. Got your interior lights, which obviously work as they should. And then over here, you've got your sun visor, which is absolutely massive. Like I've set this on the previous one. Look at that. So my phone is right at my eye level. See? That is massive. Like, you can't see anything. Like, why did they felt the need to make it this big? I don't understand. But obviously, you can push it forward like that, and now you've got a good visibility at the front. Plus, this protects you quite a lot as well. So, and then obviously you've got the option to like rotate this over to this side. And again, if you've got the sun coming from your right, again, it gives you a much better protection than a slightly smaller one. But having it down like that, you can't see anything. Like you physically can't see anything past it. Plus, obviously, you've got your vanity mirror in here as well. So look, I wasn't lying. The phone is literally at my eye level, as you can see. So, right. I think that is pretty much it. There's not much else I can tell you. The car drives absolutely lovely. I drove it back. I think I drove it for about 50 miles. Drove absolutely fine. Obviously, I took it to my mechanic. He had it serviced. He's done absolutely everything that it needed doing. And the car is all ready to go. Right, I'm going to go and park this baby up. Can't take my eyes off you. My boy's tongue down. What's this?
Let the sun shine.
Right, that's definitely not that song. Right, let me go and drive this baby up. I'm just going to move my seat forward a bit because I told you I can't drive. Oh, perfect. Right, I'm just trying to think where I'm going to park. I think I know exactly where I'm going to park it. Now, I haven't got my seatbelt on, which is slightly annoying because it probably stopped beeping at me. If I drive slow enough, it probably won't. Hopefully it won't. There's no knocks or bangs or anything like that coming from underneath. It's very solid. It drives absolutely beautiful. But I'm just hoping that I'm not going to get that beeping noise for driving without my seatbelt on. I don't usually drive without my seatbelt on, but this is private property and I'm only doing like 2 miles an hour. So, right. Let's back it up in there. Let me show you how nice and helpful that thing is. Right. Let's reverse. The front camera is playing up a bit, and I've noticed that as well. That's because when it was washed, but it doesn't. Have a look. Yeah, so the front camera is playing up a bit. Let me just try something. Think. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so I think it's got like a little loose connection or something in there. I'll have a look and sort it out. So it's not damaged or anything, but it's right. Let me try and park this again. See, there you go, now it works. So you can probably see how I'm parking. You can see how handy having the 360 camera is. Now I'll definitely have a look at the front camera to see what the problem with that is. It's probably just a loose connection somewhere, but I'll sort it out, because once you wiggle it a bit, it starts working. So I'll sort that out. Right. Well, with that being said, thank you very much for sticking all the way to the end. There's its sister, another Nissan Juke. Thank you very much for sticking all the way to the end. That's nearly 36, well, not nearly, it's exactly 36 minutes now of your time listening to me talking about this Nissan Juke. If you have any questions, queries, burning issues, anything like that, leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Or if you are interested in the car, give me a call, 01684 355 or you can visit our website, which is www.vindemotors.co.uk, or email me at vindemotors@gmail.com. Thank you very much once again. I hope you appreciate the video. I hope you liked it. I hope you found it useful. And yeah, if you are interested, like I said, get in touch. You're more than welcome to come and have a look at the car, take it out for a test drive, see what you think, and we can take it from there. Cool. Thank you very much. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Take care.